Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Consider for a moment all of the different electronic devices you have in your life. Smartphone, computer, perhaps your washing machine, maybe even your car are actually smart devices. Now, even though all of these different items will provide a function or set of functions for you on a daily basis, imagine for a moment if they could actually also mine cryptocurrency. And to add a cherry on top, what if it could be done cheaply and with minimal impact on the environment? Welcome to IOTW. So a bit later in the video, we're going to go through and have a look at the differences between the platform IOTA and IOTW. But before we do, let's get a bit more background on the backbone of both of these platforms, which is IoT, or the Internet of Things. Let's take a peek at what this actually is and how it can affect every one of you who's watching this video. Starting off with some basic definitions, the Internet of Things, or IoT, refers to a network comprised of physical objects capable of gathering and sharing electronic information. The Internet of Things includes a wide variety of smart devices, from industrial machines that transmit data about the production process to sensors that track information about the human body. Often these devices use Internet Protocol, or IP, the same protocol that identifies computers over the World Wide Web and allows them to communicate with one another. The goal behind the Internet of Things is to have devices that self-report in real time, improving efficiency and bringing important information to the surface more quickly than a system depending on human intervention. So that's all very exciting, but just how big a market is this? Well, the number of IoT devices increased 31% in 2017 to hit about 8.4 billion, and it's estimated that it'll hit about 30 billion devices by 2020, with the global market value of the IoT projected to about 7 trillion. Now, just imagine for a second if there were 30 billion devices globally that were all working on the integration of the physical world into computer-based systems, resulting in more efficiency, more economic benefits, and reduced human labor. Sounds appealing. Now let's take a closer look at 5 key differences between these two platforms.
Number 5.
At 5 on the list, we have the mining method. Now with IOTA, there's no actual mining to speak of, but with IOTW, the mining method used is called proof of assignment. Now proof of assignment is defined as follows. Proof of assignment is a new age consensus mechanism that requires less power and can run on relatively low-end hardware. It claims to score higher than traditional consensus algorithms like proof of work and proof of stake, which are alleged to consume more energy and require substantially more computing power and memory. POA's working mechanism allows everyday Internet of Things applications to be utilized for basic, limited capacity mining functions. Standard household appliances like vacuum cleaners, washing machines, refrigerators, and other consumer electronic products people tend to have in their homes, like smartwatches and printers, now come fitted with advanced microprocessors, microcontrollers, and memory modules that are all compatible and connecting to the Internet and to each other, which is the basic concept behind the Internet of Things. The processing power and connection to the Internet makes these devices suitable for capturing, processing, and exchanging data in real time with other systems and networks. Because of their onboard processing ability, IoT-compatible devices can be utilized for cryptocurrency mining. However, since the available memory and processing power in these devices is limited, their contribution to mining remains small. The working mechanism of a POA algorithm facilitates this kind of lightweight, if you like, mining, which is great for 2 key reasons. 1, your devices are mining for you in the background, and 2, there's not a great deal of energy consumed in this process, which keeps the power bill down and the impact on the environment quite low.
Number 4.
Now the 4th spot on this list goes to the additional hardware costs. With IOTA you will have to use a computer board, whereas with IOTW you have no additional hardware cost as the devices you already own are in your home. And IOTW has invented a digital power system chip, also known as DPS chips. Now DPS chips are cheaper, more energy efficient, easier to handle, more programmable, and more IoT enabled compared to traditional power systems. All electrical appliances incorporating their DPS chips will be able to join the blockchain ecosystem automatically. This will further cut down on the power used in engaging in the IOTW ecosystem.
Number 3.
At number 3 on the list, we're looking at the actual chain structures for the respective platforms. Now, IOTA uses a distributed public ledger that uses a directed acyclic graph, or DAG structure, to store the transactions on the public ledger. This system does not use blockchain technology in an effort to deal with the transaction cost by using a tangled storage system. IOTW, on the other hand, uses a blockchain.
Number 2.
In the second spot, we have the actual use of the tokens. Now with IOTA, all that can be accomplished with their tokens is to do microtransactions. Now you can do the same thing with IOTW, but you can also with IOTW purchase data and also pay for other goods and services with their token. Now the multifaceted nature of this token does make it different not just from IOTA, but from many other competitors in the crypto space.
Number 1.
And in the top spot for today's video, we've actually come full circle to our central point about these two platforms revolving around the Internet of Things. Now, IoT needs microcomputers, whereas IOTW can use any consumer and/or industrial IoT device. This makes IOTW a very appealing platform, as the average person could take advantage of many facets of the platform, and for most people, utilizing what's already in their homes. Now, please be aware that this is not a put down of IOTA. The fact that they're using a DAG structure for their ledger is quite compelling, which at the very least should help get around some of those pesky transaction fees, which plague all of us in the crypto space. But the idea that the average person could turn the devices in their own home into mining equipment, it's pretty exciting to say the very least. For Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Until next time, you take care. If you